Thanks for joining us this evening. It was absolutely beautiful to start your Saturday today, but those clouds have moved in a few hours ago. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Adams. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri is here right now. How are things going to be looking into the evening tonight?
Looking into the evening, we'll be seeing some spotty showers. We've been kind of seeing evidence of that in a few locations, especially along the Oregon coast. But all in all, even though it's a weak system, it's just that. We're not going to be seeing much in terms of rainfall amounts. Where we are starting to see more of the precipitation and those showers fall is along the northern part of the Oregon coast. We're looking at a temperature of 53 degrees. The winds are a little bit on the lighter side along the coast, and we're kind of starting to see that east wind kind of dial down throughout the metro area as well. But as we take a look at the radar, picking up some light showers throughout southern Oregon, up and down the I-5 corridor, it's more dry than wet, and that's going to hold true really the rest of the night. But if you're in the northern tier of the metro area, we'll be looking at a few light showers tonight and into tomorrow. A mainly dry start to your Sunday and mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. And temperatures will be a little bit cooler for Sunday afternoon, but heading into the early part of next week, we rebound pretty quickly with temperatures getting right around 70 degrees for both Monday and Tuesday of next week. Right now, it's 60 degrees along the central Oregon coast. As we look at the hour-by-hour forecast, here we are late tonight. Again, starting to see more clear skies out there, and that weak disturbance will be kind of brushing by in a few locations early tomorrow morning. But for the most part, as you look at the map, just after sunrise, we're going to be looking at basically clear skies and dry conditions up and down the I-5 corridor. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler, but again, things will warm up heading into the early part of next week. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thank you. We'll see you in a few minutes. A local nonprofit is stepping up to help young moms battling cancer. Our Sydney Dorner spoke with the founder as she organized a cleanup for a mother heading into a mastectomy. Now, Sydney, tell us a little bit more about this program, if you would.
John, Michelle's Love was founded here in Portland by Andy McCandless. She lost her best friend to cancer in 2005, who was a single mother of 4. After Michelle passed, Andy made it her mission to help mothers just like her. All of these people you see working in the sun are here to support one woman.
We are in North Portland helping our mom named Jennifer. She was recently diagnosed with breast cancer and is having a mastectomy on Tuesday.
That's Andy McCandless. She started the nonprofit Michelle's Love 19 years ago when she saw her best friend barely make ends meet while undergoing cancer treatment.
And after she died, I got together a group of friends and family, and we just started helping moms like her.
So far, Michelle's Love has helped 228 moms. Marcy Thomas is helping out today by cleaning out Jennifer's kitchen. Just a few years ago, she was in the same position.
I was diagnosed when I was 37, about 5.5 years ago, with breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer, and I had a 12-year-old son at the time, and I'm a single mom.
Except with no help.
It just feels great to help out, and I know what kind of peace of mind that will give the mom, just to have a clean house to come home to.
But their assistance doesn't end there.
We pay their rent and or mortgage payments up to 6 months while they're undergoing cancer treatment.
Also supplying mothers with frozen meals. Andy just wants to make sure parents have time to heal and spend time with their kids during some of the toughest moments of their life.
She will have a clean house, she'll have a clean yard, she'll have food on her table, and she'll have her rent paid for May. So she can concentrate on her daughter and just getting better.
Now, Jennifer says she's never seen her yard look this nice. If you are a single parent undergoing treatment for cancer or just want to help out, you can reach out to Andy at michelleslove.org. Back to you, John.
Sydney, thank you for that reporting. To new developments in the nation's capital. After months of debate, the House has passed a $95 billion package that includes aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan.
On this vote, the ayes are 311 and the nays are 112. The bill is passed.
That majority of the package, nearly $61 billion, is earmarked for Ukraine. The passage of the bills come weeks after the Senate passed a mammoth bill with aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, plus funding for border security. Speaker Mike Johnson refused to bring that bill to the floor, instead opting to pass 3 separate bills with aid for those 3 nations.
It's an old military adage, but we would rather send bullets to the conflict overseas than our own boys, our troops. And I think this is an important moment, an important opportunity to make that decision. We allowed the House to do that, and I expect the Senate will make the same decision.
In the Senate, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer locked in an agreement that allows for the key procedural vote to take place on Tuesday. Lawmakers from Oregon have released their own statements following the vote. Representative Andrea Salinas says she's grateful for the U.S. is helping out its allies and pleased to secure humanitarian aid for the people of Gaza. Representative Susan Bonamici said she rejected previous legislation to aid Israel because it didn't include assistance for Ukraine or for Palestinian people. She says she would have preferred a bill that only included defensive and humanitarian aid. Well, back here in Oregon, the historic Timberline Lodge will open its doors to guests Sunday morning. The slopes are still available for skiing, but the building remains closed following Thursday night's fire that damaged part of the roof. The Cascade Dining Room will have breakfast service starting at 10 tomorrow morning. The lodge says it has plans in place to help guests navigate around repairs. Historical preservation efforts are also underway. The lodge also thanked first responders and staff, saying this successful recovery is because of their dedication. We continue looking into parts of downtown Portland that are dealing with open drug use and drug dealing, despite an increase in police patrol and other safety measures. At first, an area of focus was around the Central Library, but after some cleanup efforts, the focus has moved a block away to 10th Avenue in Salmon Street. A commander at Portland Police Bureau's Central Precinct admits they don't make the first move.
We have to react. We don't get to choose where they go to sell their drugs. It would be nice, but that's not the option. And so we are constantly, almost behind, one step behind in where it's going. But because we're having constant interactions with them, it's easy for us to follow and figure out where it's going on.
Under Portland's 90-day fentanyl state of emergency declared late January, lights will soon go up around the Central Library. It's another tactic to stop drug dealing at night, but some say cracking down on fentanyl itself is the only way to spur change. Portland City Commissioner Rene Gonzalez has scaled back his proposal to impose stiffer penalties on illegal camping. Gonzalez now says the penalties in his proposed ordinance will mirror the mayor's current proposal, which is up to $100 fine and 7 days in jail. Gonzalez initially pushed for a fine of up to $500 and up to 6 months in prison. The commissioner says he's scaling back simply to get council votes.
Nobody knows with certainty what is the catalyst that's going to drive someone to change behaviors into services or to go someplace else, and working to get to 3 votes, so willing to find what is supported by the majority here.
Gonzalez is running for mayor and still stands by the other part of his proposal to give executive power to the incoming mayor to adjust camping policy as he or she sees fit. City Council is expected to discuss both his proposal and Mayor Wheeler's next Wednesday. Several community groups took advantage of the weekend and the nicer weather out there earlier today to hold an Earth Day Street Festival and fundraiser. It's a partnership between Portland Fruit Tree Project and the nonprofits that make up Levin Community Center. The festival at the center features plant sales, local vendors, prizes, and educational activities for children. Organizers say the event is meant to improve community connection as much as it is to promote climate justice.
I think the most important thing about today, in addition to celebrating joy, is just celebrating partnership. There are so many different really great organizations here today, and we're all trying to make the world a little bit better in our unique ways.
It all starts with a relationship, and it's so wonderful to meet people and connect and laugh and be together.
This is the Fruit Tree Project's second year holding a street festival. It continues through 8 tonight.